Kagamine Rin isn't who she seems to be, and the sad thing is, nobody aside from me has caught on to this disgusting truth. Until now. Don't believe me? Just listen to this part of Summer Idol. As you may have noticed, Rin is in the driver's seat, despite only being 14 years old, when the legal driving age in Japan is 18. Not only is she breaking that law, she's also speeding, endangering herself, Miku, and many other innocent road users. Which brings us to the first disgusting truth of Kagamine Rin, is that she's contributing to youth crime. Which actually makes a lot of sense, because in Japan, people with blonde hair are typically delinquents. I found that out because of Dragon Ball, by the way. But Rin's involvement in youth crime isn't the only disgusting truth behind her. There's many more out there, like the fact that she's a terrorist, both a domestic terrorist and an international one. But before I get into that, there's a more pressing matter I want to explore. Because you see, it seems unfair to talk about Rin without talking about Len, because even though they both have many standalone songs and are their own characters, they're created to be together. They're often characterized as twins, fictional twins, created in Japan, with blonde hair and blue eyes. That sounds awfully familiar to another set of fictional twins with blonde hair and blue eyes, Johan and Anna Liebert from Monster, but their appearance isn't the only thing they have in common. And by the way, before I get into this part of the video, spoilers for Monster, so if you haven't seen it already, skip to the point on the screen. From this point onwards, don't blame me if you get spoiled. Because you see, Rin and Len weren't born. They were synthetically created voice banks who were made by the exact same voice provider. And because they're just characters representing voice banks, they don't have a canon personality, which means their identity is uncreated but rather shaped by those around them, which is strikingly similar to how Johan and Anna were products of Franz Bonaparte's experiments on good and evil. Because of this, the twins existed as binary opposites, and throughout Monster, the show blurs the line between good and evil, leaving us with the question, is Johan really evil? Is Anna really good? And a rose by any name is still a rose. So the same question of good and evil applies to Rin and Len, and they were created in an equally artificial environment. In fact, while we're talking about that, the line between who Rin and Len are is quite thin, because they're almost identical in a way far beyond normal twins are. Their designs are symmetrical, they colour match, and once you remove the lines of gender, which currently are the only things that separate Rin and Len, because they have the same voice provider, their identity gets blurred. Similar to how the line between Johan and Anna is blurred, because they share the same memories, and many times throughout the show, Johan dresses up as Anna, fooling both the audience and the people around them. Which raises the question that one of the truths behind Rin and Len is that are they really who they seem to be? Because after all, without memories, can they really exist? Do the Kagamine twins fall under the same umbrella as Johan and Anna because they got too much in common not to? If you disagree with what I said so far, much like Miku, Rin can be anything you want it to be. So I'm right, and I guess so are you. But at the end of the day, it's just a YouTube video. And a poorly written one at that. But do you know what else is a YouTube video? The Morgan's Pause Challenge.
You got paused.
No, Morgan! No! No!
Pause!
A video so similar to a hit song featuring Rin called a remote controller. In the music video, Len finds a remote where he can control Rin's bodily movements, even being able to pause her. Interestingly enough, the song came out in 2013, being the first ever pause challenge video. And this ended up spiraling into Morgs making his pause challenge video, which was the most culturally impactful pause challenge video there was. Now I don't really want to flame Morgs because he's chill now, but these types of videos is what I believe calls for the decline of intellectualism. As the success of oversaturated fake videos calls for a change in the creative economy on YouTube, which says a lot about late capitalism, because people realised making money was more important than making things of quality, and this eventually spiraled into people creating more intellectually detrimental videos, and this spiraled into Gen Alpha brain rot. So thanks Kagamine Rin for ruining the world with Skibbity Toilet. That's pretty much all I've got to say for this video. Now I know earlier I mentioned that Rin's a domestic terrorist, but then I realised I don't want to get my channel taken down or revealing secrets behind Al-Qaeda. So yeah, I'm going to keep making political videos, but I feel like I'm going to start repeating myself soon, so I might make more videos to this style. I know this one wasn't really that good though, so...